And I'm Christy Etheridge. We'll get to stories from the locals on Arnold Palmer in just a few minutes. But first, we have some breaking news out of Columbia County. A power pole is still down and blocking the roadway on a major Augusta road. You may want to avoid Washington Road at Davis Road. Columbia County Dispatch says 2 lanes are blocked after a tractor trailer hit power lines and knocked down a power pole. This call came in around 10 o'clock this morning, so it's been several hours that these lanes have been blocked, but officials say it could be another hour before it's clear.
Back to our top story today, we are remembering Arnie. All you need is one name, right? Not just for golf, but what he meant to the Augusta community.
He won 4 green jackets, but he's known for more than just the Masters. He won more than 90 tournaments and won the hearts of a legion of fans.
Arnie's Army, born here in Augusta. Arnold Palmer's destiny was sealed when he picked up his first pair of golf clubs at the age of 3.
And today I sat down with people who told me their most memorable moments with the King. Everybody's got an Arnie story.
He was the staple in golf. He really was. Class act.
For Luigi's owner, Chuck Ballas, it's the time he found himself inside the clubhouse locker room as a star-struck teen.
And I sat down on the bench and I was letting him, he was changing his shoes and all that. And the next thing you know, Arnold Palmer walked in and sat right next to me. And at 16, 17 years old, I froze.
We don't know if he ever came to eat at the Masters Week staple, but he sits at one of the booths year-round.
It says to Chuck, best wishes, Arnold Palmer.
Phil Wall has a whole room of memories like that. His dad was the GM of Augusta National, and Wall was the club runner starting at 8 years old. He'd often run into Mr. Palmer.
We'd sit on the bench and he'd say, "Scoot over, guys," and would sit down with us and have a conversation.
One of his favorite moments was in 1962, one of Palmer's winning years. This is the golf ball he won it with. He tossed it into the crowd on 18.
He threw the ball to my grandfather, and my grandfather caught it, and he took it back to Toledo, Ohio, and had it put in gold.
But this picture on Facebook might summarize his memories the best. As a kid, he remembers watching Arnie film the Masters movies.
He would drive in the red Cadillac convertible down Magnolia Lane, and we'd pull around Founders Circle and park right there. As he said, "Welcome to the 1973 Masters, brought to you by Cadillac."
Decades later, and the bond is even stronger.
There'd be some sadness and it's like missing an old friend.
And aren't those stories incredible? They're
Love that.
so fun to listen to, and those stories could have gone on all day long. But besides how good of a golfer he was, almost everyone I talked to today who had met him talked about what a good person he was, too.
I love the way that he was comfortable with royalty, with presidents, and with kids at the golf course at the same time.
Exactly. Wall actually told me a story about one of those times where he was sitting on the bench with him. He made the CEO of General Motors wait just so he could talk to that kid. That's just the kind of guy Arnie was.